I feel like I have to redeem myself, so today I'm going to be retrying the detachable nail.
This is the intro to Long Hair Pretty Nail Show. Yeah.
Alright, so y'all know that I did the detachable nail a couple weeks ago and I was only able to get the thumb to work. And I tried the method of stacking tips. One of my lovely followers, Encrystallated, she was like, girl, you need to try the magnet method. And so she said there's a tutorial on her page. And I was like, okay, let me learn something, because this is new. This is new for me anyway. So here is her tutorial. Look how easy these go on. I am in love, okay? And this design is fire. And here is her tutorial on how she did it with a magnet. So I'm just taking notes because this is all new for me, okay? So yeah, she's just showing us how she did it. She used these magnets. I have these. I actually use these for my nail clipper. So I already got the magnets. I already got everything that I need. So yeah, she just go ahead and cut the tip, apply the magnets, and yeah, I think I got this. This one seems a little more simpler. So yeah, big shout out to Encrystallated. This seems so much easier. I feel like I can execute this way better. All right, so because these are going to be crazy, I am going to make these into press-ons and we're gonna glue them on afterwards. I'm gonna use these extra long full cover nails. I believe I got these from Temu, but I like these. The first press-on sets I've made for somebody, the ones that I made for Hope Scope, I used these as a base and they turned out really good. So I'm going to use these. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick my sizes out. All right, got all of my nails picked out. So I got this caramel tip gel, which I like to use for these stands because it just holds them in place. So I'm just gonna put some on all of the little thingies and just go ahead and cure this for 60 seconds. All right, so I'm just gonna put them on and kind of decide how short I want the short part of the nail to be. Thinking probably like here, maybe. We shall see. I just need this as a guide because I don't want to cut it too short. So I'm gonna probably do it right here. That should do it. And the beauty with this caramel tip gel is that you can just sit it right on it and it holds it in place. I ain't gotta worry with all that clay, all that poster tack. I don't want to deal with it. So yeah, let's see, line it up, see if that matches. Okay, it does. I'm sure it's probably a better way of doing this, but this is how my brain works at the moment. So go ahead and mark that. But yeah, I am definitely more confident in this way. This is actually going to be more wearable. Although I do like the concept of having the pressure fit tip inside of there, the base of it where you have the two tips, glued together and then that gap, it was not very comfortable to wear. I had to be extra careful to not get hair products and food and like everything. It wasn't the best. So with this one, at least I can wear them. We're gonna have a bulky magnet at the bottom of it, but that should be all right. So yeah, I'm just lining up the short parts just so. Let me redo this one. And you can always pull it up and re-stick it. And then if it doesn't stay sticky, you can wipe it. Reactivates the stickiness. So yeah. Okay. I don't typically like to struggle with every nail design. Like, come on. Some things just have to be like, you have to keep the motivation. Okay, so with this one, mark it right there. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, so next I want to go ahead and cut these down, but I've got to make sure that they are even and it's lining up right with that little mark that I made, because I have to use the end of this, so I have to make sure we are even. Okay, all right, that is pretty even. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna carefully cut all of these and I'm gonna put them on this so I can make sure I'm keeping up with each one. All right, so for the top part of the nail, I think I'm gonna do an aquarium nail. Well, 5 of them. So I can't find my dash nails little plastic card things, so we're gonna just use the back of these stickers. Anything, you know, plastic with like something kind of sturdy inside will help. It's gonna be a little, I got a little plan that I'm gonna do. All right, so first I need to keep them in order. So we're gonna do something like this. Okay. All right, so I wanna do like a background for them. So I can't decide, should I do like the top coat or the base coat? So I'm gonna take a little bit of the Patty Gel base coat and I'm gonna paint it on here. I just need it to be like the width of what's happening here. Just a little, I guess, wider than what I'm doing. Like that. Let's just go ahead and kind of flash cure this. Can y'all see? The reflection is kind of getting in the way, but anyway, I'm just flash curing this just so it doesn't move. I'm gonna put this in my full-size lamp and let this cure for 60 seconds once we get all of our guides down. Okay, y'all can kind of see what's going on here. I'm gonna put a second coat of the base coat on just to make it thicker. You know, we want it thin, but we don't want it like super thin because it still is like the backing of what's going on. I'm gonna reinforce it, of course, but nice and leveled, you know. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. It's kind of hard to see, but it's on there. All right, so let me go ahead and do my full cure in the big lamp. So next I'm gonna go in with this white gel polish as my base color for my aquarium tank. I'm sorry, aqua tank. Yeah. You know, just take your favorite white polish and I'm just gonna carefully paint over this, trying to get it, you know, nice and opaque and smooth because I'm only doing 1 layer of this. I don't know, I say that, but we'll see. I think I will only need to do 1 layer. All right, that is what we have. Okay, I was gonna wipe the tacky layer off, but there is no tacky layer. So I'm gonna be working with some water decals. I have my little jar of water here and just gonna cut this. I got these in as a free gift when I ordered some charms from Iridescent Nails. I wonder if she's still selling charms because I ordered them like years ago. So, but yeah, that is where I got this from. All right, so go ahead and cut that off and then just dip it in the water and it should separate. Let's see. You gotta soak it a little bit. Okay. You should just slide. All right, let me use my tweezers. Okay, so we just release it from the backing paper. And this is why I needed the white background. So we put that down and I kind of just want to make sure it's smooth. Got like a squeegee or something. This would probably work with like a card or something. But I want to make sure it's smooth. At least smooth enough. You don't want any wrinkles, even though I'm trying to get this one out. But yeah, just massage it. I feel like I was rubbing this one too hard. No, it's not. Oh man, I probably can't even get this off. Okay, let's try again with another one because I rubbed that one too much. I'm doing this because I want the logo, okay? Try again and not be so rough. But y'all see what I'm trying to do, right? Okay. Let that soak. But this is gonna work beautifully because these are super thin, so it's not gonna add any extra bulk. I feel like you gotta let this soak for like 60 seconds, like a minute. Before it, okay, yeah, see now it's slidable. Release it from the back and then Okay, you gotta keep it wet so you can slide it. All right, I'm gonna just let it air dry. Okay, so that is what I'm going for. With this set of decals, there's like bigger LV logos and then the smaller ones. So obviously for the bigger nails, we're gonna use the big logos, and the smaller nails, we're gonna use the smaller ones. So yeah, oh, I'm excited. All right, so I have all of the decals on, and I'm just gonna wait for them to dry. While they're drying, we're gonna work on our short nails. First thing I wanna do is buff the surface. Just buff it, and also if I can buff off this Sharpie. This Sharpie mark. Okay, actually, we need to assemble these nails first. I'm just gonna see where I need to be. Beautiful. So I'm gonna use the dash glue to adhere the magnet because this is a no wipe and that's what I need. So, and it's strong. If it's strong enough to hold the liquid, the baby oil, then it should be strong enough to hold this magnet. Grabbing the magnets, making sure we got the right poles of the magnets sticking together because that's how I'm gonna have to. Okay, I just want to make sure because this is the way they going on. All right, so we're gonna put some of the dash glue right here. We're gonna bring in this desktop flash cure, and I'm just gonna sit it in there like, oh, not like that. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna sit this in here like this. You know what? I may need something thicker because I need it to sit into the thing. Okay, I think I got an idea. I'm gonna switch over to this Gen B Crazy Top because it's thick, okay? They don't be lying. It is really thick. Regroup. Okie doke, so I'm gonna grab a little bit of this. And we're gonna just put that right in there. I just need it to sit up and then I can reinforce it. All right, and then making sure I'm grabbing the right side of the magnet. Gonna use my tweezers like that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the lamp on, and then I just want this to sit. Oh, look, that just sits in there. I ain't gotta do nothing. All right. So I just need this to, no, don't shoot. I need you to sit up. All right, so we need that to sit up. The closer to the end, the better. We got that in there like so. And then I'm just gonna, oh my God. It stuck to it. Okay, all right. I don't need the stand. It ruined it. I almost had it. All right, take two. But as you guys saw, this was thick enough to hold it up. Okay, got the tweezers. We're gonna sit you right in there. And I need it close to the end. All right, and then we're gonna flash cure this. All right, so now I am just going to reinforce this with more gel. And trying not to put any more gel on the other side of the magnet. But yeah, this Crazy Top is a no wipe and it's really thick and it does hold my charms on. So let's hope it holds this together. Okay. Let's go ahead and flash cure this. All right, it seems to be in there well. I have a little spillage. Let's just go ahead and see if we can file that down. Okay, I'm kind of wiggling it and it's not moving, so hopefully this will be good enough. All right, so next we have to glue this part on. So I'm gonna just make sure we got the poles, the opposite poles that we need facing each other. Just like before, we're gonna take some of this crazy top. Because in Crystal video, she used like a really thick, gummy, clear. And although I do have some of that stuff, I don't really like using it. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it yet. So I'm glad that this works without me having to work with all that. All right, so we're gonna put this in here. I know it's kind of hard for y'all to see. Assembling this is not the easiest. I like that placement, so let's go ahead and flash cure that. All right. See, I need to be motivated. Like, I can't be defeated the whole time I'm trying something. Like, something has to work. I have to have some wins, okay? This one is actually going to be a win. We're just gonna reinforce it like we did the other side. And then go ahead and flash cure that. Let's see what we got. It's working, yes. Okay. So we have that piece, that piece. Are you kidding me? I could have sworn I glued these on right. Oh my God. Okay. We're gonna get this right. I could have sworn I had the right side. Okay, let's see if I can break this out of here. I can. Oh my God, why it do me like that? I was on the money. Okay, so all right, I know what happened. It's my fault. Of course it's my fault. I twisted the magnet on the opposite side before I put it on there. I don't know why I did that, but yes, you have to be very careful to keep the magnets in the right position. So we're gonna go back in with more of this. Okay, it has to go like this. We're gonna keep it like this and put it on here like this without touching. Let's see if that'll work. I'm gonna try that. Let me zoom out so y'all can at least see a little bit of what I'm trying to do. All right, we're gonna do this way and cut the lamp on. I just needed to hold in place for just like 2 seconds. Okay, so I'll put them together and then we're gonna glue this on. That actually worked out a whole lot better. Okay, so now we can reinforce this. Was trying to do one side at a time so I can be like very neat with it and stuff, but go ahead and place them magnets together. Don't be playing around. I can't go up too high with this because I want to keep this as low as possible because we're doing aquarium tip. Okay, and then we go ahead and cure that. We got this, and then we got this, and then we got this. All right, this is going to be so much fun. Okay, and as you can see, it doesn't look too crazy. Of course, we're gonna have to put, you know, kind of camouflage this, but yeah, I love it when a plan works. All right, so now I just do that for the rest of the nails. Whew, okay, I'm at a stopping point. I got 3 of them done, 2 more to go. But y'all know, when y'all see the Eevee cam, the Eevee cell phone cam, that means dinner ready. And it is, can y'all guess? I'm sorry, I'm a little late. I was in the groove.
I figured.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah.
Oh, you ate all your mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Mmm.
Trying to get full off of mac and cheese. You gotta eat some more food.
Okay, okay. Ooh. Okay, so this is my plate. Oh, pass me some of that deal. Thank you. Don't worry, y'all. He gonna make the he gonna show y'all how he do the deal sauce.
This sim is so good.
He's slow though.
What?
They've been asking. All right. Ooh, once again, cooked to perfection.
You know.
What's that?
You know.
Y'all better know. Y'all better recognize Marcus versus Mills.
I'll be winning.
Good.
Yes.
You gotta eat sandwiches too.
Okay. This is gonna give me the nutrients that I need to get through these nails. All right. I'm gonna call y'all back. All right, so just checking in. Just finished dinner and I'm more energized to finish this. So yeah. And the more I'm doing it, it's actually a little simpler. Assembling all of the magnets and whatnot. So is this something that y'all would try? I think the magnet way of doing this is a whole lot better because you don't have to worry about the bottom of your nail getting all type of grime and stuff in it. Ew. So just put this, tack it down. Yay. All right. So yeah, I'm just trucking along here. Okay, so I have all of my nails completed. Well, you know, the magnet part. I have to keep them a certain distance away because they would try to attract to each other. So these are all of my nails. And they all work. Yes, yes, yes. So I ended up taking the plastic off of this because I needed a little more workable room. And I wanted to be a little more strategic about how I place this. So I needed to kind of like cut this a little bit because I really want to incorporate both of the LVs. So we're gonna do something like that. Since the crazy top worked so well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this. It is a little bit thicker than the dash glue. So we're just gonna go with this because this saved the day, okay? I want these to last. I mean, not that the other stuff doesn't, but she's thicker and there is no tacky layer. So I'm just going to put this over. It is dry, but I'm just trying to be light-handed so I'm not dragging any of the color. I hope it, I don't really work with water decals all that much, so from what I read, it just said to make sure you put, 2 layers of top coat over it. And this is as thick as 2 layers of top coat, so I think we're good. Okay, I just want to make sure we have enough. And we're going to do these one at a time just for ease. Okay, so I want to place this right on top. I still want to have a space between the magnet and where I'm starting, just so I can have enough room to seal it up. But I also want to get that LV in there. All right, I think we may be good. Okay, and another reason, I guess it don't matter, but lightly push it down. Okay, yeah, it looks like it is sealed on all sides. This paper was a little wavy. Okay, I'm just gonna let it sit like that and then I'll reinforce it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cure this. You know what, this ain't even the right one. This is this was supposed to be the pinky, but it's all right. This is actually the index finger, so it's all right. It was the same design, so okay. And this one was a little bit low. I just want to make sure it's enough on the side. And we're going to do it on this side as well. I'm just going to pop this in the nail lamp just so it can fully cure. All right. And then I'm ripping a little bit. But just go ahead and peel this up. All right. I think we have a tank. All right, so I am just going to trim. Trim, trim, trim. I'm just gonna file it towards me. Can't tell if this is a hole or not. Okay, it's not. It's not. Just file in one direction. All right, this is what it's looking like so far. And here's the back. See, the paper, the plastic was a little wavy, but you know, you ain't gonna be able to see that. It's gonna be all right. I'm gonna take a little bit, well, a lot of this crazy top. First, I'm gonna get a liner brush and get inside there where I can. Big old glob to seal in the bottom of the tank. And I have to look, well, it's kind of hard to see, but making sure I'm getting it all in the inside. Make sure it's kind of touching. Ooh, I think it's gonna work. But pretty much, okay, you can see what I'm doing. Just making sure we're making contact with the inside and spreading the gel. This is kind of gonna be like my slip layer for the inside. And then I'm just gonna pack it in there very well. Oh, and this also is going to reinforce my magnet, so I don't have to worry about that. But it seemed like it was in there pretty good anyway, so. But yeah, I'm just constantly pushing the bristle inside to make sure we're having enough gel in there. All right, and look here. We have our tank. I feel like it's sealed, but let's double check. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the baby oil and put it inside here. And wait to see, make sure it doesn't leak. Okay. It's sealed, yay. Got a little bit of glitter. So I'm just gonna put just a little bit because I want the Louis Vuitton to stand out. So a little bit of that, a little bit of caviar beads. All right, that's enough. And then we're just gonna fill this up. Fill her up, fill up. We're gonna leave a little bubble at the top because I like the bubble. And now we're gonna take more of the crazy top. I didn't fall in love with this crazy top even more because I kind of like having a lot of stuff or multi-purpose things. And I got a big old jar of this and it's working. Okay, let me go ahead and do a quick flash on this. And let's put this in the full lamp just to make sure that we sealed it. Hopefully we sealed it. Okay, the moment of truth. Oh, that's why the magnet, the caviar beads was sticking. I forgot it was a magnet in here. Okay, dang. They're not even gonna move because of the magnet. All right, no more caviar beads. Dang, why didn't I think about that? So yeah, they're just gonna be stuck at the bottom. All right, so we got us one. I always do like a test file to make sure I'm able to file it without it leaking. And okay, I just see where I went too far. Okay, don't panic. Is wipe this down first and then just add some more gel. I would like for it to not be so much. I want to be able to keep a shape at least. All right. Okay. We got to be a little more careful. Can't keep filing like crazy. A little sudsy bubbles, but they're in there. Okay, we're just gonna repeat that for all of the nails. Every time you do something one time, you do it better the second time. Okay, so we got that. And then we're gonna place you down. So this is the pinky finger that I actually wanted the design to be on. I may have to do a little off center this time, just so everything isn't so matchy. Press it down a little bit this time. And cure. And then place it in the big lamp to ensure that it is cured. Okay, I gotta get rid of these caviar beads because they stick into my magnets. And then just release it from the paper or plastic. And I'm just checking around. It does feel like it is fully secured around the sides. So then I'm just gonna cut the excess. And our filing. All right, I've been at this a while. I don't even know where I left off last clip, but so I went ahead, filed, shaped, and buff. We're just gonna do try to tie this all together. So I'm gonna go in with this V Beauty Pure. This is color 161, and this is just that old school French translucent pink. First, we're gonna go in with this. Yes, this is that old school $25 full set French tip nail bed color. But yeah, I'm just gonna put one coat of this down. All right, they're all painted. So I've been meaning to try this out. This is the Amigo Gray Gel. One of you guys suggested that I try this out. It's for doing like really easy ombre, so let's see. It comes in a tube like this. I didn't get a full set because apparently these sell out really fast, and I had to be on the website to get it. It's kind of pricey, so I only got a few of them. I only got like 4 colors, so I'll end up swatching them in a future video, but for now we're just gonna use the white. I was gonna do a French tip, but I think an ombre would be better. So I have my milk punch, little ombre sponges, and my little picker upper thingy. Squeeze out a little bit. From what I'm seeing, you only need a little bit of this, so. And you just take a little bit. Oh, that is pigmented. Okay. Pretty much start in the center here. Oh, that is really pigmented. Perfect. Okay, so I just want to work it in the center. Yeah, this gel is supposed to give an airbrush look, without an airbrush. But yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. And then I want to bring it down to cover the magnet. Wow, I really do like this blown out look. I'm glad a little does go a long way with this because I think this tube was like $20. Oh, some of these Korean products, y'all, they be high. And it's mainly due to like the shipping. I'm sure if I was a local, it wouldn't cost us much, but we gotta pay the freight fee. Okay, so yeah, that is what I'm going for. A soft blowout. Let's go ahead and cure this, and then I'll decide if I need to go in with a second layer. Okie doke. Finishing up the thumb. I ended up doing 2 coats of this airbrush gray gel. But it does give an airbrush look. It's pigmented and it's stiffer. It's not loose like gel polish is, but you can probably get the same effect with gel polish. But yeah, I'm just gonna finish this up. All right, and go ahead and cure that. So we're just gonna go in and top coat everything. We're gonna have to do the two parts separately just to make sure everything is coated. And we're just gonna top coat this. Ooh, okay. Yeah, this camouflage, the magnet, that ombre gray gel did a good job. Ooh, so I was having a hard time trying to get them to stay on the stands because, you know, they're just not as flat on the back. So I have a cuticle pusher here and they just stick to it because of the magnet, so yay. So this is much easier because I don't want to hold it because I gotta paint it. This is perfect. So yeah, this is the one that I put the caviar beads in like an idiot. So they're just kind of staying put. Oh, but I wonder, will they move with the... No, they're like right there. I was like, can I get another magnet to move them? I mean, it's cool. Now I know you can't put metal pieces in when you have a magnet in your nail. Gorgeous though. Oh, one time. Ah, yes, cute. All right, so it is day 2. I was getting very tired last night. It was late, so now we need to decorate these. Once again, I'm gonna use the crazy top. All right, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna put the bow on first. And I wanna place this to where it's like low to kind of camouflage the magnets. And I wanna put this little teddy bear, something like that. I'm just trying to make sure. And then go ahead and cure. So let's take the bottom here. Okay. I mean, it's low enough, I guess. I think I want to do a little bit of embellishments like on the bottom. So when I do take this off, it can look all right. We're just gonna go all out. Since these are press-ons, I really don't have to worry too much about the charms and whatnot. But yeah, as y'all can see, this is why I had to stop last night, because it was too much. And just some little gold accents makes everything a little better. We do want to add some crystals to the center. As you can see, this is very tedious. So yeah, I needed my full brain to do this. Ooh, okay. You know, just to have a little something. Just to have a little something when the bottom half of it. A little sound, you know, a little sound. I can't put any metal on here, so we're gonna go with pearls. Okay, just wanna... Okay, can y'all see that? All right, like so. And just go ahead and flash cure that. All right, so we got a cute little small half, and then we put them together, and then we got, you know, cute. All right, so I gotta decorate the rest of these. All right, and finishing up on this one. I don't know, just something a little extra. All right, and then just making sure everything snaps back in place. All right, so we got them all decorated now, and now we get to put them on so I can reveal them to you because they are so cute. As always, I want to go in with the Jello Peel Off Base because I want to save these. I'm going to glue them on. This is just the easiest way to take them off without destroying them because I put in 2 days of work, okay? So we're just going to put a nice thin coat. I know that, you know, different products work for different people. And when I first started using this, I didn't really like it that much. But I find that it's best to apply this to your bare nails. Like you can't have any gel product or anything underneath it. It has to go on your bare nails. Otherwise, it's not going to work and your nails are going to be stuck. So you might as well soak them off. But yeah, I find that this only works when it's on your bare nails. And don't forget to wipe off the tacky layer. The nail glue is not going to stick if you don't wipe it off. Okay, final step is to put them on. So I'm going to use the Young Nails brush on glue. Just going to put a little bit on here, a little bit in here. Since it is like a jelly tip, I want to make sure that there's no air bubbles. And you know what? It probably might be easier just to do this one. And glue them on like so. And super cute. Now this one does move a little slow, but you know, you can see what's going on in there. All right, so we got all of the shorties put on and the grand reveal. These are crazy, but oh my God, I like them. Very, very cute. Okay, so let me put some cuticle oil on. Okay, here is the finished look. OMG, I think these are so cool. It works. Okay, so yes. And of course, we can't forget our tanks, our aquarium nails. Louis V Aquarium. Okay, so I feel like I've redeemed myself because these are actually functional. I could just be like, you know what? I gotta go. And then boom. Of course, we got these magnets on the back, but but then when I want to be cute, it's like, oh, it's time to show up and show out. And then we just snap them on. Pop them on and go. So let me know, would y'all wear these? And oh, I just wanted to see what they look like with the flash since we have some glitter going on here. Oh, I did it, y'all. I did it. I am so happy about how these turned out. Now with the magnets, they do kind of like, they kind of like tilt a little bit. But yeah, I mean, they don't fly off, but you know, they do kind of just but these are so cool. What y'all know about the aquarium tank, the Louis V aquarium tank? Hey. I know y'all tired. Y'all done ate pizza. Hey.
It's your snack, Mommy.
Yeah, snack time, huh?
Yeah. But you love my snack.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Y'all done had
my
pizza.
snack.
Oh, I'm hungry.
It's
Yeah, we
my
ate one of
snack.
them already. we got one more for
And
you.
look who's back. All right, so you know what time it
You
is.
finally out that room, so I know.
Yeah, you know, this is day 2. I didn't expect for it to take this long.
Yeah, I told you it was, but you know, you didn't want this.
All right, you want to see? You want to see? You want to? Okay.
What you got? Oh, those is. Why they so long? That's why they're long. Shut up.
Pull it.
Oh, yeah, that feels crazy. Oh, that was weird. Oh,
Nah, put it back.
oh my God. Wait, is there? Do I just let it hit, or do I gotta line it up?
No, you just let it hit.
Shut up. Oh, these is. Look at that. You can't do nothing with them long though.
I know, but you know.
That's a lot going on. That's crazy. Wait, so I can just steal it.
You see, I got the little aquarium tank.
I know. That's why I was asking why they long, but now I know why. Oh, yeah, I can steal these.
What you gonna do with these?
Just shake them like little snow globes. I can hide this from everybody. Weird. I could just snatch your nails off.
Give me your nails.
That's fun. You redeemed yourself. You did them all.
I did.
The underside looks crazy.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed y'all the underside. You know. So, do you like them?
Yeah, those are cool. Damn, are you showing me the underside? Forget them.
Okay.
I'm sure they've seen them already. It's my time. Oh, look at you. Louis down to the nails.
You know.
Bougie girl. That's so weird and fun all together.
Yay.
I'll say, because any other time that would be an impossible length to live with.
Yes.
But now I could just join.
All right, so I'm gonna be click-clacking. So if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more, check out these right here, and I will talk to you in the next one. Peace.
This is the outro to the Long Hair Pretty Nail Show. Yeah.